Hello, everyone, and welcome to the D&amp podcast. I am one of your hosts, Alan, and Tyler is
Hello,
over there.
I'm Tyler. I'm the other host.
We have a special episode today. We are recording a session from the Eastern campaign. Not a whole lot of thought was put into why this one, but it's happening. So,
Because we could.
because Tyler brought his recording equipment today. That's really why.
That's all it needs to be.
So, we are joined today by James Dugan playing Grundor.
Grundor, the Stone Speaker, some call him.
Some call him the Stone Speaker. And my wife, Claire, who plays Foghorn Frostbeard.
King of the Dwarves!
King of the Dwarves. For clarity's sake, Foghorn Frostbeard is not a noble and has no lands or titles.
And is a woman, right?
And is a lady. But
Or-
she actually prefers to be non-gendered.
Right.
King of the Dwarves!
That's right.
Her gender is king.
Her gender, yeah. Her preferred pronouns, king, sire, and my liege. So we are picking up pretty much at the end of a dungeon delve. The party has just returned to the town of Stesso from the underground ruins and caverns of Old Stazandrai, the town that the Sun Elves built here many hundreds of years ago and has since collapsed in on itself and has been rebuilt as the human town of Stesso. Why don't we have someone, because Claire, I know you were out last week, why don't we have someone or 2 weeks ago I should say, was the last time we played, why don't we get a quick recap on the final events of the dungeon for us to kick off today's campaign.
Feel free to chime in if you remember anything I don't.
Well, yeah.
We were looking through the tunnels to try to find this onyx dog. We encountered an umber hulk, a big, insect with the body of an ape kind of thing that attacked us all. We managed to kill it and find its breeding room, and then get its sweet poisons that also cause hallucinogenic and psychogenic effects. So Sunny got pretty high on those pretty much immediately. And then we we found the dog, we fought some stuff, and then we found the dog, we fought some stuff, and then we were leaving and we were going across a rope bridge, and then across the way we saw a gnoll, and we killed that gnoll, and then we went back around and kind of snuck our way over and discovered 4 gnolls along with Wince, the emo werewolf, who was leading a summoning spell using the life force of the gnolls to open a portal to the abyss to bring forward some demons. And then we fought, but then we quickly discovered every time we killed a gnoll, it actually helped the spell, so we focused on Wince. We eventually killed Wince. We kind of neutralized the gnolls, and then the demon that was coming out through the portal, Sunny, ran and kicked him into the abyss, and Sunny triple kicked him in the head so that he went all the way in. Sunny followed into the abyss, and then Sunny did a backflip back onto to come through the portal to join us, and then the portal closed. And then we went home. I guess we just went back up.
I think we just started heading back.
Yeah. I think that's it. Anything I missed, Alan?
I don't think so.
Did you guys take a rest?
Yeah.
Yes,
we
you
took
guys.
a long rest at some point.
Yeah, you came back to the Bird and Black Inn. The town seemed quiet on your way back. The stars were kind of shining overhead. It's a clear sky. The weather has just begun to turn, so you're hitting a sort of autumnal feel as the summer wanes here in the northern part of the continent. On your way in, you notice that the inn, even though it's late at night, the inn seems less busy than usual. And Brent, the barback of the Bird and Black, it looks just pretty exhausted. But you guys are able to kind of write that off as sort of well, he's working the night shift. He shows you guys back to your rooms, which he's had on hold for you guys while you were away.
Does he ask us any questions?
No, as you come in, he's kind of like, hey, welcome back.
Hey, my man.
My man.
All right, see, I told you I'd figure it out.
Yeah, well met.
Well met.
Get you guys anything to eat or drink, or just show you up to
Oh,
your
I
rooms?
love an ale.
Make that 2 ales.
All right, an ale it is.
4,
Yeah,
2,
my man.
1, and then 2.
3, 4.
2 for you.
No, that's 34 ales, please.
34 ales?
34, that should take care of us.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be 68 silver pieces.
Hey, you know what? This one's on me, folks. Thanks for bringing me in and letting me be part of your group.
Cool.
What was it, 34?
68.
All right.
Thank you. He kind of like, as he turns away from you, you can see the smile kind of like slide off his face, and that like he's got like bags under his eyes, and he just kind of like huffs to himself and like goes into the back of the kitchen to tap a keg. As you guys sit down, he comes over and lights the candle at the table that you're sitting at, and clunk clunk puts down a pitcher of ale, or 2 pitchers of ale actually, and 4 mugs. And then he kind of nods at you guys and heads back behind the bar and leans his hand on his head on his hand like this, and kind of like tries to force his eyes open as he's manning the reception.
Rundor, go tell him a joke.
All right. I walk up to him and I say, "Hey, knock knock."
Who's there?
Dragon.
Dragon who?
Dragging your feet a little, aren't you? What's going on, buddy?
He got you. He got you, man.
Just a little tired, that's all. We've been working a lot, and what with all the unrest, it's been tricky around here.
What do you mean the unrest?
Oh, the past 2 days have been non-stop protesting and riots.
Wait, about what?
Well, how long were you guys gone?
2 days?
About 2 days, I think.
Oh, well, it all started with an attempted assassination on Rector Tomlin.
We saw that. We stopped that.
Oh! Oh.
We're nonpartisan. We just don't like assassinations.
Okay.
Why I can tell by the change in your demeanor. Are people looking for us?
Actually, yes.
To thank us for keeping law and order amongst your community?
Not really. Inspector General Skip came by asking about a group of travelers coming through here. Kind of sounded like you guys, but I wasn't manning the desk, so I just kind of like didn't do anything.
Okay. We know Skip. He's a friend of ours. We put him in his position.
So, good. That's good. That's really good. Maybe we should talk about this tomorrow instead of now.
I mean, I'm always willing to do that when somebody asks for that.
Great. Let's do that instead.
Okay.
Let's go back to drinking.
All right.
It was a great joke. I really loved the
Well,
joke.
you didn't even laugh. Everybody else laughed.
Yeah.
Well, it was kind of like at my expense a little bit.
It was a friend showing concern through humor.
Oh,
It's how the dwarves
My
do it.
man.
my man. Can I get you something?
No, I've got 34 ales here to drink.
Great. Yeah, enjoy those ales.
All right.
All right.
Can I do anything for you?
I mean, not unless you want to take over the night shift for me. I'm on my 12th straight hour working at this point.
Whoa, where's everybody else?
Well, Mila was working with me for most of the day, but Yarball had some business to take care of when...
Classic Yardball.
Yeah, tell me about it. A couple of the more unruly rioters tried to break in here yesterday and scared off a lot of our clientele.
You should have said something.
Yeah, well...
We're happy to help
You know
protect the tavern.
I will take over your shift.
Look.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank
Hey,
you.
You know what? I'll join you.
Go get some sleep. We'll run the bar tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not supposed to leave it unattended anymore. Yorval's afraid that
It's not
someone's going to
unattended.
try to come in here while we're away and either ransack it or steal from us or something.
Ah.
It couldn't be safer than with us.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm gonna get some sleep if you'll let me.
Go get some sleep.
Yay!
Will you show me how to make a few cocktails first, though?
Are you serious?
Just give me the basics.
Okay.
Do you know?
I know how to make a few Dwarven cocktails.
Okay, great.
I'll
What is
take
the
care of
special
the
tonight?
rest.
Okay, just don't steal anything.
All right.
I gotta steal anything.
Foghorn, you're on bouncer duty.
Mm.
And do you mind if we make it like a theme night or something, just to try to drum up some business?
In the middle of the night?
80s night.
80s night.
Like the 980s?
Yeah.
It's currently the 980s.
Yeah, right.
Great. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate what we got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything, the best things the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
In the meadows of the dwarf lands lives a little boy named Heave. Why so heavy? Why so heavy? 'Cause I always have to heave. 80s!
Hey, round on the house.
Oh, no, there's no round.
I pour drinks and just start handing them
Well,
out.
you better get running to tell
You
Skip we're
already
here.
have 34.
And I'm gonna
We paid for
I'm
those.
just gonna like lead Brent up the stairs and be like,
But
you're gonna feel a lot better in the morning, son.
Just am on the verge of tears like
Hey,
all the
don't worry about
time.
it. We'll take care of it.
I was so afraid of
Is
it.
there anybody else in the tavern?
There's no one awake down on the first floor that you can see.
Okay, so we're just gonna drink and hang out.
Cool.
I'll probably, when I get drunk, I start like absent-mindedly cleaning. So I'm just sort of like cleaning tables and like setting things up.
Yeah.
Cool. So the
And
three
when
of
I
you.
get drunk, I do a lot of accounting work.
Yeah.
Cool.
So in the morning, we're just sort of like, great. Well, Grundor found a few errors in your numbers here, so you guys are up a little bit more than you thought. And
Found some loopholes in the local tax laws that we can take advantage of.
Make an intelligence check for me, and we'll see how good you are at doing the
Alright.
accounting of the bird and block.
15.
Great, yeah. So actually, going through some of the numbers, you find a way to cut some of the overhead expenses by about 12%.
Oh, okay.
So just like in the way that shipping is done and the rotating of like old used up stuff in exchange for new stuff. And going through inventory, you also find a way to like more accurately keep track of how much liquor is being used in cocktail mixes that if they adhere to, will probably save them money over a long period of time.
also, I reorganized the back room for you, so that should cut down on the clutter and
Yeah,
any
it's,
OSHA.
it's like actually navigable now. There's like a structure to it. How do you organize everything? Like alphabetically or?
Oh no! It's a complicated system, but it makes sense once you start using it. At first, it's by the frequency of use, and then within that by alphabetical.
Gotcha.
So the things you use most are closest to the front. Things you least closest to the back.
Makes sense.
Biggest things are low. Smallest things are high. It's very simple. We also made a drink.
Mm-hmm.
What is the
The
drink?
three of us, we put our heads together. We made up a drink.
Okay. Well then, I mean, Foghorn, what is it?
Oh, it's called Blood of the Goblin.
You're gonna love this. It uses real blood.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not a lot. Not a lot.
And I might have overshot being bouncer, but I didn't let anybody in.
That's the opposite of. Okay.
I mean, the sire bounced very well.
As you guys are talking about this, the door to the bird and block swings open, and Skit comes in. He is now wearing the cloak, the like dark cloak colors of Inspector General of the town of Stesso, and he is flanked by two guards who are wearing breastplates, so just like straight up chest piece plate armor, and have rapiers at their sides. and he kind of walks up to you guys, and he looks like forlorn, kind of long in the tooth a little, and he, as he walks up towards you guys, he kind of like gives you a nod and says, "Well met."
Well met.
Goblin's blood all around.
Oh, yeah, let me get you a goblin's blood.
And
then I
Coltrane just pulls out the carcass of a goblin from under her cloak.
Yeah.
Gross. I'm going to have to pass, guys. I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Is your mom okay?
Yeah, actually. Thank you for remembering that.
Yeah.
She's doing fine, but I'm afraid you guys are currently persons of interest in a breaking and entering and assault case.
Here?
No.
Okay. Where?
You're being accused by one Gelda Fireforge?
Oh.
I do not know.
No, wait. Is this what feels like years ago? We went wandering through a house that we had no business being in and knocked out a couple dwarves.
Wow, I really
Is
can't
that-
recommend enough that you get legal
Is
counsel
that
and
what-
stop
is that
saying
what we're
all
talking
this.
about?
Grunwald, let's use our whisper voices just to each other.
Okay.
And maybe away from... You know what, Skit? I think this is a misunderstanding. I've known these folks for only a month, but it's been
less than a month.
only a couple of weeks. But I assure you, they're trustworthy folks. Just give us a second to talk. We'll just be at the other end of the bar. No.
Just
What?
know that the Fireforges are planning to press charges.
And what is the sentence?
Well, you would stand
We would
trial.
need to go to
Yeah,
court.
what's the charges?
The charges are assault and battery, theft, breaking and entering, and vandalism.
Vandalism.
Well, what did we
No, what?
steal from them? We took...
Do you mind?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Grandor, let's...
I'm sorry, but we're going to have to search your things in your rooms.
Okay, do you have a warrant?
I do.
Can I see the warrant?
From his cloak, from his Inspector General's cloak, he kind of pulls to the side and pulls from an inner pocket a sealed, like rolled up scroll, which he hands to you. It's sealed with the sigil of Pelor, which is like a candle burning on a field of green.
Okay, I open it.
It basically just says, sanctioned by High Judge Lifa. Hold on, looking through my notes. Lifa Tando, giving in rights to Skit, Inspector General of Stesso Town Watch, to search suspected individuals in the Burden Block Inn.
Okay, well,
It's pretty-
I'd like to, if I can go take some things out of my bags.
Well, I don't think that's... I mean, if you can leave without them seeing you.
I snap my fingers towards Droop
Uh-huh.
and motion for him to go at least throw my book out the window.
Great. What book?
The History of Dwarves that I stole from my castle.
Okay, great. Cool. So go ahead and make an animal handling check for me, since you're trying to basically subliminally will this.
And I'm just gonna go forward and start talking to Skid and being like, "No, I don't understand. Where did this happen?"
I rolled a
You're
2.
just trying to like draw attention. A 2?
Yes, I did.
Great. So Droop, the monkey, kind of looks at you and he's like, and he like clambers up the stairs, and you hear the door to your room close.
I'm gonna pick up a broom and start sweeping, and start walking towards the stairs, but pretty sneakily.
So great. So give me, I guess, a performance check.
Performance?
Yeah, and a persuasion check from you.
Oops, I am
What's
not.
performance?
It's a
here?
charisma check also.
Oh boy,
I got a 2.
I got a 7.
Great. This isn't going well, guys. So
I pull the goblin cards. I'm like, this goblin needs medical attention!
I don't think we might be past.
And I
Yeah.
act like
Grundor,
the
where are you
broom
going?
is talking to me and calling me somewhere else. So I'm
Uh,
like, oh, what's that? Oh, I gotta go.
No, hold on, guys.
Wait, well, you
You
just
know
saw,
me, but
Skid, you just saw Grundor seems to be having an episode or something. He better go lie down.
Oh, I'm faint.
you're faint.
Yes.
Why don't... Tardan, help him to his room.
Oh, I couldn't. I couldn't.
Can't. Guys, my hands are tied here. The law is pretty clear. I know you. I like you. I don't... If this really happened, which I am now convinced of, if this really happened, I'm sure you had a good reason for it. I'll do my best to help you out.
Yeah, honestly, this is the first time hearing of it. I met these folks about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I'm sure that will be able to clear you at very least less.
thank you.
In the meantime, Tardan, and Tardan nods and starts trudging up the stairs. From the second floor, you hear the smash of glass, and then...
Whoa, that bird flew into the window.
Skid opens the door behind him, and there's shattered window glass on the ground outside the inn, and the stolen book just lying on the street. Droop clambers in, like swinging in from the door, and lands right in front of you, Falkren, and does a little curtsy.
Also, how does Droop feel about this dead goblin that you're carrying around?
Droop actually really hates goblins. That's why they're my favorite enemy.
Oh. But Droop was a goblin.
Yes, his storyline is very intense.
And I have no interest in it. No, I'm kidding.
I'll tell you later.
Great.
A couple of seconds later, Tardan comes back down the stairs with Grundor's bag in his hand, and kind of like slumps it on the ground. Skit looks in his direction and goes, well... and from inside of it, Tardan pulls a bottle of what looks like dark amber glass that just has a label on it that says Kraken's Bane.
Oh boy, I thought I drank all of that.
And Skit kind of looks at you guys and he like shakes his head and he's like, I'm gonna have to take you up to the keep.
All right. This was just a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Let's just go with them. Everything will be fine.
I have nothing to hide now that you found that bottle.
Good.
I mean, those sound like the words of a mostly innocent man.
Les, like I said, you're not really being accused of anything here.
Well, if I'm under suspicion, I want to make sure everything's cleared up on my name.
Okay. Well, don't make me manacle you guys, right? We're just walking up to the keep.
Yeah,
We're
This
just
is
walking
simple.
together.
Yeah.
just
Great.
a bunch of
Very
best
easy.
friends.
Honestly, when I couldn't find you guys yesterday, I was afraid you had skipped town. But it looks good on you that you're still here.
Are they feeling like they skipped town a bunch before this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
you
part
guys-
of the problem is these crimes were allegedly committed in Beggendel, and then the next day, all of you were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, that does look.
Suspicious.
Yeah. We better get to the bottom of this. Something seems to have happened.
Great. I don't know if you guys want time to prepare a case, or if you just want to get this over with as soon as possible. I might be able to whisper in the ear of Letha and see if we can set a date for court that
Yeah,
works for you.
I mean, there's no harm in doing that. We might as well.
I mean, the truth of the matter is that whatever you may have done before you came here, I think Stesso and its citizens owe a debt to you.
Are we getting tried here in Stesso?
Yeah.
Oh, this will be a cakewalk.
Okay.
Mostly because, according to the rector in Beggendel, the prisons there are kind of overflowing.
With what?
Refugees.
They're imprisoning refugees?
Well, there's a lot of weird, conflicting, fighting happening. Their supply lines are being... It's a very long story. There's more refugees than the town can possibly house or feed. Work is scarce. It's causing a lot of conflicts. Not unlike what we've been seeing down here for the past couple of days.
All right. Well, give us some time to think up a strategy. We'll be happy to go to court.
Great.
Do we still need to go to the keep?
Yeah. We'll have to arraign you.
Great. Let's go to an arraignment.
All right.
Here we go.
So you guys walk with the two guards and skit up to the keep. After about an hour or so in like a holding area, you guys are stripped of your weapons and shown into a courtroom. Sitting at it's mostly empty. It's like early morning at this point, like 7 or 8 a.m. The sun is like sort of barely lazily coasting over the horizon. In the courtroom, the pews are empty, but there is sort of like a high seat for a judge to sit in, not unlike an American courtroom. And sitting in it is a halfling. She has deep brown skin and braided hair that kind of like runs, kind of like separate braids of hair that are tied up to form kind of like a ponytail of braids that go down her back. And she has heterochromia, so one eye is blue and the other is like a dark brown. She is wearing a gleaming set of plate armor.
In the courtroom?
In the courtroom.
Damn, they are nervous.
And her breastplate over her heart is emblazoned with a sign of devotion to Pelor. So Skit leads you guys in, and Leafa says, "Thank you. Please state your names for the court proceedings."
Grundor, but you might know me as the Stone Speaker.
I do not.
Falkren Frostbeard, King of the Dwarves.
Just Falkren, then.
Hello, Madam Justice. My name is Leslie Badapple, but you can call me Les.
I will not.
All right.
You are being charged with several crimes, including vandalism, breaking and entering, theft, and assault and battery in the first degree. These charges were brought before the court by Gelda Fireforge, caretaker of the Fireforge Manse in Bagandel, where these crimes allegedly took place. The date of the crime was the night of Sendat Helmar 984. Today, court day Nanda Celestar 984. How do you plead to the charges as they've been presented?
Your Honor, do we need to plead as one united group, or can we provide individual pleas?
You may plea on each individual charge as individuals.
Well, I plead not guilty on all charges since I have verified alibi to show that I was in a different country entirely at that point.
Great. In Pelor's name, let the record show that Les Badapple
Yeah, you called me it.
pled not guilty to all charges as issued by the court.
I'm sorry, name them one by one again. We'll go through.
Breaking and entering.
Not guilty.
I recommend not guilty on all charges.
Yeah.
Not guilty.
Assault and battery.
Not
guilty.
guilty.
Vandalism.
Oh, not guilty.
Not guilty.
And theft.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Very well. I will set your trial for 4 hours from this moment. Do you have any witnesses or evidence you would like to call upon or enter into the court for that proceeding?
Will we get access to the opposing side's witnesses and evidence?
She kind of like thinks for a second and strokes her chin. She looks over at Skit and then back at you guys and like makes some notes with a quill pen that she dips into an inkwell and says, in the interest of a fair trial before the gods, I will allow you to review the evidence that is being called upon against you.
Yes, I call for the centaurs of the Feywild.
Okay, we're not doing
Foghorn, not
trial right now.
No. But great idea.
But I don't know what that means, but I'm very excited to see that.
Your Honor, I'm just a simple cave dwarf, but this doesn't seem fair to me.
You wish to lodge a complaint or make an appeal?
Things are different back in the caves. We don't have these big fancy courtrooms or these or all these laws.
Hey,
We just know what's
Grunder, this is just an arraignment.
Oh.
Right, so now we can leave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Your Honor!
so-
Great. I'll save the rest of my speech.
I, Falkland Frostbeard, have been fighting for this town for the last 48 hours, and this is what I've returned to.
You've been
Doesn't seem fair to me.
fighting for this town? I'm not certain I understand what you mean.
You will, when it comes to the trial.
Okay?
Yes, I'd like to call the ghost from...
Okay, yeah, just once more. We're not calling witnesses right now.
Okay.
This is an arraignment. The trial will be...
I called for
let the-
Les's mother!
let the record show.
Ah!
I call for her too, every night.
Oh, God.
Oh. Wow.
Are you crying?
Yes I am, Your Honor. Is that a problem?
I mean, no.
Oh, can't cry in public, huh? Doesn't seem right to me.
This is all that the court has for now. Skit kind of leans into you guys, and he's like, do you need more time than that?
4 hours
4
would be
hours?
fine.
You sure?
Well, how much time? Can you get us, like, a couple weeks?
A couple of weeks? I mean... Your Honor, he kind of steps forward.
What can you get us?
Your Honor, seeing as how there are still aspects of this case that are under investigation and evidence is still being compiled, I would like to request on behalf of the town that we delay the court date for these accused until a week from today. Leafa kind of like looks around at you guys and shuffles through some papers on her, like in her little desk at the top of this high seat, and then looks back and she says, "Court will grant a delay. The proceedings for trial will begin in 3 days."
Can I do an insight check on Lefa, just specifically to see if she's like passionate about this case, or if she's like really would rather it be resolved without her having to do anything? Just since it seems like
take a peep at her.
I got a 24.
Great. Yeah. She, much like Skit and Brent, she just seems tired. And you, give me a history check alongside with that.
I got a 10.
Great. From what you understand of the vagaries of law in Palindo, it's pretty unusual to set a court date so quickly after an arraignment, which suggests to you that this is something that she's just trying to like get off her plate as quickly as possible, maybe so she can focus on something else. So she kind of like pounds, she has a gavel and she pounds it on the countertop and she says, court date has been set. Let the records reflect that in the meantime, in lieu of bail posting, the accused will be held in the cells below the keep.
What's bail?
We're setting bail at 100 gold pieces.
For all
All of us?
All of us?
So each.
I'll pay for bail.
Yeah, I'll pay.
I'll pay bail.
We get it back if we come to court, right?
That's correct.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pay bail.
Yeah.
Great. I would remind those who stand accused here today that leaving the city limits of Stesso will be considered an admission of guilt.
What about going under the city limits?
I don't
It
understand.
was just a legal question. I was just curious.
If you're looking for a loophole such as digging to the other side of the world, yes, that would be considered an admission of guilt
All right.
and fleeing the town.
Okay. All right. What if you were to fly over the town?
Okay, that's enough of that.
How deep is legally allowed?
Forgive me.
I honestly cannot
Sonny's
say
here!
that I have ever been asked that question before.
He's a cave dwarf.
Okay, legal precedent has not been set on such a matter. I will make the assumption that more than 300 feet below the surface of the world will be considered a fleeing of town.
That seems entirely reasonable.
Great.
Does the cave dwarf wish to enter any other complaints?
Let the record show that he feels this is not fair and not the way that things are done in the cave.
Great. The record will reflect the dwarf's feelings. Court is adjourned until the date that has been provided.
May I
Please do
ask?
not be late.
Also, sorry, one final question.
Yes, you may.
Who is the prosecutor in this case?
The prosecutor will be High Cleric Mealy.
Oh, that dirty britches.
Okay. She's a close personal friend of the court, but
Oh,
all right.
that was under my breath.
No, we all heard it.
Well, but it was still. I just wanted the record to show it was loudly under my breath, but it was under my breath.
Great. We will make sure that the stenographer adjusts that. She kind of nods. There's a really old lady, like, bent over, like, a quill and parchment, and she's just, like, hastily scribbling everything. And she, like, re-dips her quill and, like, adjusts something at the top of the page. She's, like, real. She looks like a mummy. She is old. She should not be alive.
Okay.
What is going on?
Welcome, Ian. We're recording right now. This is Ian Owens. He plays Sonny, and he's here.
Yep.
I'll have everyone else fill you in on what's going on because you guys have just been released from the courtroom for 3 days.
So we, Sonny, got picked up by the local authorities. Apparently, you all broke into a house in Begondale, say like maybe your first session, and stole some stuff and like knocked a dwarf out.
Oh
And
my god, that was so long ago.
This isn't fair.
Are we? We're in a different country. That's
we're not in a
different.
different
We all
country.
agree Alan's being a shithead.
Mm-mm.
This is out of jurisdiction.
We're in the same country. But I've got some ideas.
Okay.
You weren't even there.
I
Right.
wasn't. That's
You-
why I feel fine.
Yeah.
I got some ideas. I'm calling forward everyone I've ever met.
Okay,
Well-
first off, that dude set us up.
Okay,
He
so
set up the robbery.
here's my thought. I'm just going to set up a few things, throw a few things out immediately. The only witness that they have witnessed it during a riot.
Mm-hmm.
So those seem like not the most credible circumstances. It feels like we could pretty easily undermine that. Secondly, the other option is we could ask for the trial to be moved to Begondale, since that's where it took place, and see if the court will just throw it out, since it sounds like they're already going through some shit.
I said we throw Vareth dead ass under the bus. We said we saw him breaking into the place and we went in there to apprehend him.
Oh, that's not a bad
Oh,
idea. That guy sounds
okay.
like a dick.
He was great warrior who
Oh.
died
He would like that then.
saving others. Very irresponsibly.
Or what
I
about
might
that
add.
kid that Shava killed right outside there?
Yeah.
Was a child killed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 17-year-old.
I remember we knocked out the dwarf, like...
Oh, but none of us know that Shava killed that kid, actually.
Mm-mm. No, we don't know that.
She slit his throat on a
So
fucking-
yeah, so I say we either go to trial and we say we cross-examine and try to get a hung jury. We ask for the trial to be moved to Begondale, and then we try to deal with it there and see what happens when they're trying to deal with that while a bunch of refugees and demon fleers are knocking at the door. Or we use that dimensional doorknob. We go through the trial, and then we use that dimension doorknob. Y'all go into the room. Once I get called innocent, I take the doorknob with me, and I'll open it up somewhere else, and y'all can flee.
Are we in custody?
No, we paid bail.
How much do we pay? Sonny doesn't care.
100 gold pieces each. I guess you don't have any money,
I don't
so
have any money.
Sonny might still be...
I'll pay Sonny's bail.
I only have 47 to pay towards Sonny's bail.
I've got enough.
So we basically lost all our money.
We get it back if we show up to the trial.
I forgot how bail works.
I think that's how it worked. That's how they told us.
That's how it will work. Also note on your way out of the keep that your weapons have been taken away
Nope.
for the moment.
What about our armor?
You are allowed your armor and all other items except for the following. Both books that you guys possess that were written by Bruno Holderbeck have been taken. The
You had
bottle.
books by Brunar or Holderbeck?
Oh, the
This
Court
whole
of the
time,
Dragon
you know?
King?
That's correct.
Yeah.
The bottle of half-finished Kraken's Bane has been claimed, and the tapestry that Activia stole has been claimed. All have been entered into evidence.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is my lemon hoe, did they count that as a weapon, or do I still have that?
They've taken your lemon hoe.
Alright, well. I'm going to leave for the day.
Well, so what do you all want? I feel fine either way because you know what, my conscience is clean and clear.
I think that we might even have a chance to win this
I
one.
think
It
so,
seems
too.
like she does not want to make this a lengthy thing.
Uh-uh.
So maybe if we just are, if we make it seem like we've got a lot to show.
Especially if we demand to be able to cross-examine the witness, they're going to have to bring that witness down here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I've had a lot of cave crab since then, and I'm kind of foggy on some of the.
Did I
I-
punch someone at the very entrance of it, or was it just that old woman
Yeah,
there?
and that person was asleep and didn't even see you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I punched out the old lady?
No.
We knocked out 2 dwarves. One definitely saw us and came in and was mad as hell.
And then.
And then we knocked him out again.
Yeah, he followed us to like the tavern. This is Vereth's memory. But also, like, there's a lot of shit going on then. So I think it'd be pretty easy to discredit that witness.
And the witness isn't. It's strange that the dwarves didn't come to this, and only the one person who saw it from the right.
Yeah, so
We don't know who any of their witnesses are yet.
So I want to go to the keep and be like, "Hi, I'm Leslie Bad Apple, but you can call me Les."
Hey, I know you. You're that werewolf killer.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah.
Hey.
They didn't tell me you was a half-orc.
Yeah, well, I am.
What'd you do?
I
Rip its head off with your bare hands?
just shot it with the crossbow. my
Yeah, I
friend.
think orcs are cool.
Hey, thanks, man. Listen, I'm here to look at the evidence for the case against myself and my friends.
Okay, what's your case number?
I give him my case number.
Great, yeah, you do. He rifles through some stuff and he hands you a copy of a docket. It's basically just a list of like witness names, alleged events, and pieces like items, like a notarized list of items.
So it's just witness testimony is the only evidence they have against us?
Yeah, so they have 3 witnesses that they're planning on calling. They are Gelda Fireforge,
Fair.
Fodel Ziegler.
Is that who I punched out?
Make a history check for me. This is just your memory.
Oh, another 2. What's happening today?
Okay, yeah, the name,
What was
it
the
sounds familiar to you, but you're pretty sure he's part of like a 2-man traveling magic act.
Checks out.
Fodel Ziegler.
Fodel Ziegler? Hennen Ziegler?
Let's just read their testimony. That'll probably
Yeah.
elucidate a bit of who they are to us.
Taryn Eaststone.
Mm.
Fucking
This is the 3rd. And, oh, I lied, there's actually a 4th. And it is Torin Mondes.
Jesus.
Taryn and Torin?
That's right.
Torin.
Yeah, what does their testimony
work
say?
for Torin?
Their actual, like testimony isn't written on the copy, but there's like a paraphrase of each one. Gelda is the accuser in this case. Fodel Ziegler is listed as someone who's able to verify that you guys fled the crime scene. And Taryn Eaststone is a character witness that's being called on behalf of the City Watch. And Torin Mondes is standing trial to verify that you guys had you guys were in the location and that you had motive and means.
Now,
Torin-
is Torin Eaststone this from Stesso City Watch?
Yes.
No.
He was the leader of the, like, Thieves Guild, wasn't he?
Here?
I don't know. I lost the second sheet of paper where I've written all that stuff down.
It's not in here.
Well, I mean, we might want to call Skit.
Oh, yeah.
Skit as a character witness.
We could
on
call
our
him.
side.
We could call this clerk. Seems to like us.
I might call
wanna
him
shoot
back
a
to recuse
blank paper?
yourself, though. We should call Brent.
Oh yeah.
Brandon, we just did him a big favor.
I want to call the people from the Feywild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, now the troll. We'll refresh my memory. We broke into that house because they were a competitor of the lady we were working for, and we were looking to see if they were in fact responsible
thieves,
for.
yeah.
And they weren't they?
They were
No,
not.
we found nothing in there.
Yeah.
Oh, we just broke in.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just broke
And
in.
just took some stuff.
Yeah.
And knocked out some doors.
we just broke in and took some stuff for no reason and with little recourse.
Well, what if another option is we could return all the stuff that we took and see if they drop the charges.
Well, they already have it.
So we've done that.
Oh, they
So
do. They took it all already. Yeah.
What we could do is we could try to do a plea and maybe offer to do community service here in Stesso instead.
Well, I think
I think
let's
we've
call
proven ourselves worthy of
Yeah.
protecting Stetso, so maybe
That's
a
what I
plea would be
thought.
great.
let's call as many character witnesses as we can to try and make this look like it will be a lengthy thing.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
Look
do
at all
we
the
know,
dead
is
bodies
this going to
we've
be a
left.
jury
Who do we
trial?
call- who's not dead?
Roll me a history check.
Okay. Let's see if it's a jury trial. I got a 20, not natural.
Great. So you're pretty familiar just from your course of reading and like your world travelers or world traveling.
I go to a lot of courtrooms.
Yeah,
just
you-
to watch. It's a
you're-
hobby.
You're a fan of procedural drama, so you
And
just
the only
go
way
to
you can get
trials.
procedural drama is in the
Go to
courtroom.
courtrooms. So Les is pretty familiar with like the way things work in Palindo in terms of like criminal trial and investigation, and you know that it basically depends on who's presiding over the case.
Okay.
In higher crime cases or like vested interest cases, usually they're decided by whoever's presiding over the trial. Especially if that person is a representative of the theocracy, so like someone affiliated to the Church of Pelor in some way.
Mhm.
Otherwise, they're conducted by like a clerk and overseen by a jury of your peers. So
Okay.
the fact that Lifa is presiding over this means that she'll probably be the one making decisions based on evidence and testimony.
Okay. Also, I want to get our prosecutor to have to recuse herself because she already knows y'all and has a personal relationship with you.
Negative or positive?
I believe negative. She's the cleric that y'all talked to on the ship.
Oh,
I wasn't
we
there.
weren't great to her. Well, Shava wasn't.
She also was the one that flubbed up the werewolf investigation by trying to take care of a horse over the werewolf victim.
Yeah.
So, she's incompetent in a lot of ways.
Yeah, let's try to get rid of her.
Let's throw as much red tape at this
Yeah.
as we can.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Because this town's going through a fucking lot, and so maybe if we throw a lot of red tape and then plea bargain, that will protect
Yeah.
for like
Yeah.
2 weeks or whatever.
Let's go talk to.
Yeah, so I want to go back up to the guy. So I assume we're in like a little waiting room to be looking at all
Yeah,
of
you're
our stuff.
basically at like
and
the
key.
clerk's office.
Yeah, so I want to go back to the guy that said he likes orcs and just be like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?
Hey, yeah, I like you.
Yeah, what's your name, man?"
My name's Jarf.
Jarf. Wow, I like you too,
Jarf Manscreen.
Oh, Jarf. Oh, you know what? I think Manscream is an orc family name.
It is.
You got a little orc in you?
Oh,
You want some?
That's
a
he
joke.
blushes. He blushes real deep.
Yeah, I was talking about my sister. Don't worry about it. She's dead, so it's not a problem.
What?
She was
Oh,
in-
God.
inside.
Wait, are you offering? Wait a
Never mind. Anyway, Jarf.
Why don't you give me that paperback?
Hey, Jarf. I was joking with you. A little orc humor.
You want to hear a joke?
I mean, I like orc humor. I get it. I got
Yeah,
it.
I
got
you
the
did.
joke.
I thought you did.
Yeah, I
Jarf,
liked
I
it.
got a question for you.
Huh?
These witnesses we got here, is this Gelda Fireforge here?
She's in town. Yeah.
Wow. That's a long way to travel.
Well, I mean, I heard she got that Fireforge last name, so I'm sure she come from money.
Yeah, I'm sure she do.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
They
ain't it
just
always,
think they're so much better than us.
ain't it always the truth?
Yeah. I gotta tell you, these dwarves come up in here with their mountain
Whoa,
money.
whoa.
What?
Now, I might be an orc, but I was raised by dwarves. So that just goes to show we're all people on the inside.
Also, I'm definitely a dwarf.
I can tell.
I think he's talking more about money. The money.
Yeah, if you're talking about money, like money dwarves.
I mean, I'm talking basically specifically about the Fireforge family.
Oh yeah, they're a bag of dicks.
Yeah, fucking
they're a
pile of
pussies.
Yeah,
Big
pile
old
of-
pile of pussies.
Ugh.
If you were us, what would you do? You're very familiar with the court proceedings.
I'll
Kinda
tell you
like-
this. I'll tell you this, man, Spring. That it'd be a real shame if these rich money dwarf come in here and make mockery of your legal system, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jarv. What would you do if you were us?
Make a persuasion roll for me, Sonny.
There's gonna be a 15.
Nice. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it would be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do they get off on? Got all their money already, come down here, throw a bunch of hard-working people in jail? Werewolf
That's us.
catchers?
Yeah.
We're good for the town.
You are good for the town, ain't you?
What did the Fireforge ever do for this town?
Nothing but show up, tie up a corpse.
Yeah.
You're a funny guy.
It's a witch hunt.
It is. No one has been treated more unfairly, and I say this with great surety.
In the history of
Stesso.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. I might call some witnesses who can testify to you guys having a close affiliation with the judiciary arm and the law enforcement arm down here. Might show that you guys may have been acting on the authority of some kind of legal precedent or something.
Mm.
Did you have a warrant to get into that house?
Oh.
Yes, of course.
You did? Oh, just show the warrant. You'll be good to go.
Well, we probably lost it when we were in the Feywild, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Time is different to paper over there.
Oh. Well, I mean, if you can verify that that's the case, then I'm sure they'd just have to throw it on out.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Yeah?
What was the name of the prosecutor, the cleric?
Mealy?
Mealy. Is Mealy usually, does she usually try cases?
She does from time to time. Gotta tell you, she doesn't seem too interested in it.
Oh, really?
But this one she requested.
I thought she might have. I'm gonna bring her down.
Oh, be gentle with her. She's a sweet soul. And
Yeah.
so pretty.
Well,
We'll be fair to her.
yeah. Fair.
You can give me your word?
Give you my word. First, where does she live?
She just hangs out at the temple most of the time.
Okay.
I respect that.
Keep asking her out for coffee and she says no.
No, to you, Jar, you know what? You know what I've heard?
What?
From my experience? I bet it's because of your orc blood. She treats orcs like they're inferior people.
No, she wouldn't do that.
She also
Plus, I don't look
was having
orcish at
coffee.
all.
Oh, my friend.
You do.
You do look
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, stop. No, I
Yeah, it's in
don't.
your
Oh, yeah, you
Son.
do. I saw it as soon as we walked in.
Really?
here.
My bone
That
structure?
jawline.
And the cheekbones.
Yeah,
teeth, they protrude
yeah, you're.
upward.
No, just a little, though. I mean, I
Oh,
just had
enough.
one
More than
great-grandfather.
No, I looked at you and for a second I thought, is that my brother?
No, get
Yeah,
out
remember,
of here,
he's
you
dead.
bastard. What's going on?
I looked at you. I thought, is this an orc king?
Yeah, right?
I'm just a clerk. I'm just a human clerk.
No,
You're
not just
You're
anything.
not just a human.
That's true. No
You jerk.
offense.
Don't take it.
Well-
When we go find this lady, if she's not having, I don't know, coffee with one of the fire forges, she might be at the temple.
Should never do that. Those fire forges suck butts.
They suck piles of butt.
Big piles of butts.
It's sucking a butt, that's not a problem.
Suck
But
it. I mean,
suck a pile of
what
butt?
you want to do in your own home, I don't care.
Hey,
Have we left this guy's earshot? Is Jar?
I'm assuming that you're walking away.
Yeah,
I don't know
okay.
where you're going, but
Greg walked away.
Great. Is there a way for us to forge a
Document?
warrant?
I'm not great at it.
Yeah, I don't know if any of us have
I
that.
think the only one who can do that is Becca.
I also don't think
Yeah.
we need to, quite honestly.
Mhm.
I mean, look, Miley wouldn't be able to fight her way out of a paper bag. And on top of that, the situation, it's far away, that all they've got is word. It becomes a he said, she said. all we have to do is say it wasn't us.
Mhm.
I mean, in my case, that's true. But for y'all, you can just say it was other people who look like y'all. What we should do is go around town and maybe find other folks that look like y'all and have them at the courtroom so we can do a lot of which person was it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because beyond that, I mean, what did they have to offer? You didn't identify yourselves to this Fire Forge, did you?
Well, now wait. I might have said I am Foghorn Frostbeard, then taken off my cloak
All right. Well,
right before I punch someone.
well, that throws a wrinkle in it, for sure. All right.
I say we throw ourselves on the mercy of the court.
Yeah. I mean,
I
yeah,
say we're acting under.
duress.
We've got plenty of people in this town that can
I'm
vouch
really gonna
for
try
our,
for a plea here.
they can vouch for our character.
Yeah, we can certainly say it was during what was being proclaimed to be an invasion, and we were told that you often just say Vareth was told that the source of the invading force was being directed by the Fire Forges. He broke in. Y'all came in to restrain him. Things got out of hand.
We've got 3 days.
Easy breezy.
Yeah.
What about the rector?
Yeah.
Can we go talk to him? We saved his life.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to him.
He could certainly try. The rector is a religious person, right? Or is he part of the?
He's
Church
part of the
of Both.
justice system, yeah.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he superior to Miley?
Yeah, so the
Mealy?
rector is
Mealy?
kind of like the head of church. He'd basically be like the bishop of this town as well as the mayor.
Got it.
Let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to the rector.
Great. So you guys head down to a different part of the keep towards where the rector's residence is. There's a sort of house servant at the foyer of that area of the keep. And as you approach, she gives you like a nod. She's kind of standing almost like behind a a host's whatever that thing is called, table. Podium. Yeah. That would be like at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys approach, she gives you a little bow. And she just says, "Hello there, how may I help you?"
Yeah, we're here to see Rector Tomlin.
Great, and do you have an appointment?
We don't, but he'll want to see us.
Yeah, we saved his life.
Aha. Your names, please?
My name is Leslie Badapple, but you can call me Les.
Mr. Badapple?
Grundor, but put the stone speaker down.
Mr. the Stone Speaker?
No, Sonny.
Mr. Sunny?
Foghorn Frostbeard, King of the Dwarfs.
Miss Frostbeard?
Whoa, Sire Frostbeard.
Sire? Miss...
No, miss. Her gendered preferred pronouns are
Oh,
King, Sire, and Your Majesty.
pardon me, Sire Frostbeard. Thank you, I'll let him know that you're looking to see him. And she just kind of like stands there and looks at you guys.
Oh, we'll wait.
You want to... Okay. And she just turns around. She opens the door to a room. You hear music coming out of it. And then she closes the door and the music suddenly cuts off. After about 10 seconds, she opens the door. There's like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, click. She comes back up to you and she's like, unfortunately, the rector is quite busy at the moment. But he says that if you'd like, you can come back to see him later on.
Yes, tell him that it will either be us that comes back to see him or the werewolf. So either one.
We have information on the werewolf that we need to share with Rector Tomlin.
Okay. And this time she takes a sheet of paper with your names on it and goes back and opens the door again. Beep-beep-beep-beep, click.
I rush to the door and put my ear to it.
Yeah, it's like... Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
It's so loud. He has a whole band in there.
This is that 80s music that we needed.
I know.
Suddenly, yeah, you hear like...
I walk away from
And the door opens. 4 guys, like a 4-piece band of like trumpets and 1 bass player comes out. And they like
Standing bass?
Yeah, it's a standing bass.
Yeah.
He's just like carrying it. And they all walk out. They kind of nod to you as they go.
So it was 3 trumpets and a standing bass?
Yeah, different horns. Just different horns.
Yeah,
And
hey, what do you guys sounded great. What are you guys called?
hey, we're the Moving Rocks.
Wow.
Whoa, I love you guys!
Yeah. Well, see you later.
Hey.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, right. Hey, I love your brown sugar song. That's fun.
Thanks. Yeah, it's about sugar.
I know.
Nice.
I loved it.
Haha, we're not smart.
Yeah. Also, Sympathy for the Devil. That was a good one, too.
Yeah, we
Sympathy
got in
for
a
the
lot of
Demon.
trouble for that song. That song, we don't play that in here.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't want to. You know your audience.
Yeah, they don't like it here.
Read the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
See you later.
Hey, goodbye, Ruby Tuesday.
Hey!
Yeah.
She comes, the host kind of lady comes back out again, and she's like, Director will see you now. I'm so sorry about the inconvenience.
It's okay.
You're just doing your job.
I am.
Yeah, it's probably been pretty stressful recently.
It's, bye.
The
The thing about it is that you guys get quick close the door. The rector is sitting behind it. There's like a long wooden desk in the room with like a bunch of papers and like stuff on it. He has like a small cage full of ravens, by the window. And it actually is like just releasing one through the window and turning back around as you guys come in. And he seems like he looks exhausted. He looks like he hasn't slept in 3 days. And he like motions for you guys to sit down. He takes a seat and he's like, what can I do for you guys?
I would like to tell you of this story. So I regale them with our tale in the cave and how we killed the werewolf.
Great. Make a performance check for me. This is a 6.
I'm going to help with the story at certain points.
Okay, great. So make this roll with advantage, Ian.
Okay.
How are you helping?
Oh, I'm
Which one
just
is
being like,
performance under? Is
which
that
of
under
course,
charisma?
I'm just giving like very like evocative but scientific descriptions of the different things we saw.
And I'm
I
doing
rolled another-
sound effects.
I was gonna say, who's
every
doing the
once in a
Foley art?
while. Yeah.
Great.
I rolled another 6. It's a 12.
Great. So go ahead and give me like a brief glimpse of the story with an interjection and some Foley art.
So we go to find the werewolf, and then we find out that we need to get daggers from these dark ghosts who are underneath the.
Now, from my experience, it was probably a specter.
It probably was, anyways, it was disgusting. The crabs tried to eat us.
These crabs were more commonly called cave fishers. They are beasts that lash out and pull you into the darkness.
Everything tried to kill us. It's dark and it's scary. There's mushrooms that explode, and we find a dark cave and there are monsters inside of it. And then we find, after all this time, a werewolf who tried to open a portal to the demons of hell. And hell
You
was
have a
using
ceremony to summon
climbing.
forth the life spirits of the gnolls.
Yes, it was not fun.
No.
And we had to kill this gigantic. What would you call it?
I would call it a demon. It was a Baragura, from my experience.
I've heard of such things.
And
That
it
actually reminds me.
crushes.
Roll a d8 for me.
That's right. Every day. Oh, that's like a day. Yeah, 8.
Great.
So,
An 8.
very clear whether it's up or down.
Okay. This.
Something's happening.
So that's the way I act.
Yep.
Cool.
But you managed to kill the demon?
We
We
managed to
sent
push it back.
Sent the demon back to hell.
All because of Sonny here. He actually even briefly went in to the abyss.
My word.
Or
Sorry, I fought it out of my mouth.
Okay, thank you for telling me. Well, I mean, this is phenomenal news. That means that we can finally close the investigation of our werewolf situation.
we finally can, just
Yes.
in time to close another investigation.
Look, if you're here for help in regards to your trial, there's nothing I can do about that.
There's nothing
Nothing.
you can do.
What would you have me do? I
Look,
can't meddle in the affairs of a...
Rector, we don't want you to meddle, but it would honestly mean a lot if you would be a character witness for us. You know us better than almost anybody in Stesso. We saved your life. All we ask is that you step forward and tell people your experiences of us. Nothing more, nothing less.
To do so, I can't help but think would reek of nepotism.
Well,
Nepotism.
You saved my life, you became my friends, and now suddenly I come forward to try to clear you of crimes you committed before I even met you?
We're not asking you to clear anything. We're just asking you to give your impartial judgment on us, on my friends here as fellow people.
Your very honest opinion.
If the court summons me as a witness to appear, I will, of course, give my testimony and answer all questions asked of me in the presence of the gods, but I will do so honestly in both directions.
Are you saying you don't like us?
No.
You saying you don't appreciate what we did for you?
I absolutely like and appreciate you
guys. Do you think that these folks are thieves?
No,
Then that's all we ask.
I will, of course, answer any questions before the court in the presence of Pilor.
I have to ask you one other question, and I realize that this is indelicate. But do you truly think Mealy is above board?
Mealy is a devoted servant to the Temple of Pelor. I have no reason to suspect her of wrongdoing in any capacity. Do you have a complaint?
I do, actually. In your recent spate with werewolves, Mealy made no effort to cure the condition of one of the werewolf victims, instead focusing all of her abilities that day on the horse with the werewolf victim.
Why wasn't this brought to my attention?
Well, unfortunately, we were busy beneath grounds trying to find and slay the werewolf. I did bring it up with Skid and others, but it seems like there were other issues, other things going on. But you know as well as I do that in the temple, your first priority, if you have the power, is to save those with sentience.
Hi.
I'll look into it.
Thank you.
Please do. Sonny walks over to the cage. Oh no.
What?
I used to raise birds. This bird is sick.
One of my ravens is ill?
Birds, as you know, are very contagious. You have to get rid of the sick one.
Sonny reaches in, twists the bird's head,
and then pulls its spine.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Whoa!
And then throws it into a trash receptacle. There you go.
I wish you had asked me before you did that.
He's...
I'm thirsty. Sonny leaves.
I apologize about that. We don't know. We'll deal with him.
It has been a trying couple of days. Keep a handle on him.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to ask you all to go now.
Understand.
That's fair.
Yeah, very fair.
I think Activia is outside, so we're gonna go say hello to her.
Great.
What's the woman outside?
You have not asked her name yet.
No, what's she doing?
She's like, it looks like she's doodling pictures of herself at the podium. So it's like her doing like different poses behind this like podium thing. As you guys come out, she turns her head, her hair kind of like whips to the side as she flips around to look at you. She has a nose ring that glints in the light. And she goes, "Okay, thank you for coming."
I don't talk to her. I just...
Okay, yeah. Your friend is dripping blood on the floor. Just be aware of that. Don't slip.
Hey, Activia.
Hey.
Yeah. For everyone listening, hi. Becca just came in. Becca plays Activia, the elf bard.
We are
in a bit of legal trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We were picked up by the local city guard for a robbery and assault, and that we committed a while ago.
Basically,
So you just ripped a bird in half.
Yeah. Sonny, hey, well, how are you doing, buddy?
Good.
You just ripped... Do you remember what you did in the rector's office?
What did I do?
You...
Boring story.
And then you ripped the head off of one of his ravens.
God, the sick one.
Yeah, what was it sick with?
Weakness.
Okay. Can I do just an investigation check just to see like what's up with Sonny?
Yeah.
I got A 25.
What are you investigating?
Well, first off, I want to see if he's like possessed or anything. Is most immediately what I want to see, just because that's what I always go to.
Cool.
And then if not that, then I want to just do kind of like a quick rundown and see if it's like PTSD or like.
Cool. So if we're gonna start with possession, go ahead and make that into a religion roll for me. So adjust the modifiers accordingly.
23.
Great. So there doesn't appear to be any signs of like an entity that is controlling or invading him, but you do get a weird sense of like maybe something beyond this plane is like effective to him in a mental way.
Sonny removes his tunic and turns slowly so that you can get a better look. There's nothing wrong with me.
Sonny, did you see anything when you went into the abyss?
Goblins, demons, dead souls.
How do you feel about the abyss?
Like it was fine.
It was fine. I'm gonna do, I guess, a religion check to see if there's anything. I actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Sonny, if it's okay with you, do you mind if I sit down with you for about an hour?
Yes.
You do mind?
That sounds terribly boring.
Can I detect thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Great. Sonny, what's going through your mind?
There's just like a disgusting orgy of blood. Like just tons of human bodies crawling and reaching and clawing at one another.
So
Yeah,
incredible, insane violence.
That's what you see.
how's it going?
I detected his thoughts, and what I noticed really was just a lot of violence and red, and, I don't know if I can ask a follow-up question about these thoughts, but when thinking about the, destruction and the violence, is the thought, like, happy about that? Is it kind of distracted by it? Is it overcome by it? What's the emotional reaction to the thoughts of that destruction?
Indifference.
Can I, I'm gonna be like, hey, Sonny, will you take a drink of this water for me? I just want to see if it tastes good or not.
He takes the water, sips it.
It's holy water?
Great. Yeah, it's cold.
It's good.
Oh, thanks. Alright. I do not know what is going on.
Yeah.
Seems normal to me.
Do you like how you feel now, Sonny?
I feel fine.
Did you feel fine before?
I feel fine.
Alright.
I have a follow-up question. Are you horny at all?
Oh God, no.
Something's
Something's
wrong.
I knew it.
Sonny, I think I might be able to help you get your horny again if you're willing.
I'm fine.
Yeah, no, we gotta get to the bottom
Alright.
of this.
Sonny walks away.
Where are you going, Sonny?
Oh, to the temple.
I stage whisper to the group. We're gonna have to kill him.
I'm gonna, I guess, run up to him and just be like, whoa, wait. I don't think we need to go to the temple right this second.
Oh, of course.
What's
I will
that?
kill her. And then we have no trouble.
Okay, Sonny, you know that will mean that you'll have additional trouble, right?
Okay. Then we kill that trouble.
Can I do cure affliction without knowing what the fuck the affliction is?
Mm-hmm.
I just go over to Sonny and I'm like, my man!
Skunk inside it.
And then?
I do the cure affliction spell.
Great. Nothing happens.
What?
Sonny was in hell.
Like, would detect magic do anything, or is this even something that we think we can cure?
Well, so you said it seems like he's being affected by another plane.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the sense that he's like it is still connected to him. Or like just having been exposed to it is like I'm not clear if what I sensed is that it's an ongoing sort of like it is constantly being fed, or if it's just like a brush
I see.
against
It
something.
seems like in the way that like being exposed to the sun for too long can give you a sunburn.
Okay.
That this is like some kind of he's having like a physical or a mental reaction to being directly exposed to the abyss.
So he's got like a abyss burn.
Basically, yeah.
So it seems like it's not getting worse. Or he's not getting additional exposure to it.
No, it doesn't. I think I see what you're asking. You're asking if there's like an invisible line connecting him to the. No.
Okay.
Would yogurt or aloe help in this situation?
You can try.
Yeah, and is this something that will go away, or...
That, I don't know, right?
No,
You
you
know what
don't.
Foghorn thinks.
Well, can I do a religion check to see? Like, is this something that I would... I trained with...
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I got a 21.
Great. So from what you know, having direct and or prolonged contact with demons or the demonic plane can screw up people's personality and their alignment and like things like that. And unless that is continually fed, the person's true nature tends to slowly come back.
He'll be fine eventually. We just gotta keep him feeding the flames of this.
We need to keep him distracted until
Who wants
at
to have a
least
drink?
after our...
Oh,
yeah, I'll get a drink.
Let's go back to the bar, the
Burden block?
The burden block.
Cool. You guys go back to the burden block. It is now around 1 p.m. after all of this has happened.
Hey, Sonny, it's your best friend Brent.
Get the fuck out!
Whoa. Hey, Sonny, it's me.
Damn, I thought that would work.
Oh, hey.
Hey, yeah, it's me, your friend Brent.
Say my man to him.
Buy me a drink, Bryn.
I got the... I'll buy him a drink, sorry.
What's
He's-
wrong? Sonny, what's wrong?
Sonny.
No, hey.
Nope.
You don't want to talk about it.
Oh my. Okay, well, it's pretty busy in here right now, so just,
You need me to work the bar?
No, I
Is it-
don't know.
Hey, hey everybody, it's 80s Day!
There's like a group of people like kind of hushedly talking to each other in the corner. They look like farmers or like road travelers or something. And they kind of like immediately all like stop talking, and then they all slowly look in your direction. And they like square their shoulders and huddle in closer and like like
And those are the only people in here?
Yeah.
Do you have any?
And it's busy?
Yeah.
Brent, you gotta give us a chance, Brent. We can easily increase the number of people coming to your bar.
That's okay. That's really okay.
Let me take another look at your books.
No.
Do you have any
Activity.
like private drinking rooms?
You
someone
want a private room?
Like a private room for someone that might want to drink alone and lock the door. You can lock,
Yeah.
you can lock them in.
I
For
mean,
a
yeah,
while.
we have rooms upstairs. Like
But
Can
your
you lock
rooms.
them in from the outside?
No.
Sonny's reached over the bar while Bryn wasn't looking and procured himself a drink.
Great. Make a sleight of hand check for me.
I have an idea. Do you still have that
Ooh, that
knob,
was big.
that doorknob?
I do.
You do? Let's
It's,
get into
17
that
plus.
room and then
Dimensional doorknob.
Great.
the
Yeah.
doorknob off.
And I can
You
keep
got
it
it.
though after.
Yeah,
Glove glove.
we'll just like let him in and then.
Yeah.
Stupid idiot. Dave throws the ball.
Whoa!
It just shatters across the wall and Brent's
Oh.
like, ah!
Who did that?
Whoa,
Who did that
Activia!
come from?
Oh, that's a crazy door that you just opened over there into that crazy room.
Yeah, it's just like filled with blood and it's so.
Oh, Sonny, did you see that?
cool.
Yeah, I see a lot. Oh, I see an innocent in there that deserves to be killed. Sonny, come on, let's go in.
How about you go in?
I'll go in with you, sure.
No. How about you go
Foghorn picks up Sonny and throws him in the room.
You're resisting?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a let's say, let's call this a grapple check or shove
I
check.
should know
So,
I've been rolling twos.
athletics
all day.
versus athletics or acrobatics.
17.
Come on, lucky number 2! Oh shit! It doesn't work.
Yep.
I'm gonna help.
Yeah, I'm helping.
Oh god. Alright, here we go.
8 is the highest I've rolled all day.
Dang, that's
What you got, guys?
I got a 7.
This
Great.
looks like a job for Activia.
So the three of you try to like all pile on a Sunny, and he just kind of like nimbly dodges out of the way. This is kind of what he does best.
Okay, we get it!
So you
I'm
guys
on
try
the
to
bar
close
now.
on him. He's just too quick, and he's like a slippery eel.
Now he's taking more drinks from the bar.
I put 2 gold pieces down on the bar for Brent.
Brent snatches them. What's up?
I'm gonna try.
Oh, great, go for it.
While she's trying to grab me, Sunny's just grabbing bottles.
Is it down on the floor?
That's it. That'll do it.
That you got him?
I wouldn't have counted it on the floor, honestly. But
16 plus what?
what is it?
Athletics.
+1.
17.
That's a tie, right?
It's a tie.
So,
So-
attacker wins that.
So I grab.
I guess y'all
I'm
just couldn't
holding-
do what Activia could do.
I don't think this is over yet.
Right, everybody.
Sunny grabs the bottles as you throw him into the room.
Great. So Sonny, tumbles into he lands on his feet and he's already drinking as he, stands up.
Oh,
He tries to pull Activia in with him.
Okay?
Also, this is the dimensional door.
Correct. So
It's a weak grab.
go ahead and make a roll to escape this grab. Yeah.
She does.
Great. So you kind of snatch at her as you go, but your concentration is more on the bottles, and she's able to kind of lunge backwards.
That's not what happened.
Okay, what happened?
Yes.
I think he went to grab me, and I just slowly lifted my shirt down a little bit and showed him a little nip, and then he was stunned for a moment as part of his previous self came back, and then he just fell backwards into the room.
Yeah.
And then the door closes.
before it closes, I'm gonna cast Goodberry and throw him in the room with him so he can stay alive.
Oh my god, alright. Cool. Sonny, you're in the dimensional doorknob room.
With a dead body, right?
Yes, Trell's dead body is in there.
What's it smell like?
It actually seems perfectly preserved.